In this video, I'm going to explain the editing process behind my documentary. I used the programs Final Cut Pro X, Photoshop, Adobe Animate, and CoreMelt tracking. Firstly, in the introduction, I use Action Match.
London, the city that never sleeps. Fun for some, plain hard work for others.
The shots will have a forward progressing movement to pick up the pace and intrigue the viewer. There's continuity everywhere. I struggled with this last year, so I made a conscious effort to make it better this year. There's cross-cutting of the interviewees' faces. This is the fastest cuts in the film, and it goes in time with the rhythm of the music. There are cutaways pretty much everywhere to bridge over the different interview angles, otherwise there are jump cuts and it looks really messy.
So I do a normal day, but I do it at night.
Yeah, you've got no social life whatsoever. Say goodbye to that, kiss it goodbye, end of.
I've actually used a lot of cross dissolves because I think the transition is soft and it looks quite professional.
You can't drink any alcohol 8 hours before starting work. Drink is out of the window. There's no way you can be touching alcohol.
A lot of the other ones look quite amateur, and this is one that I liked, so I've used that throughout. I've done ellipses of Jesse, so interviewing in his office and then him closing up later on with that bridge missing of what he was doing in between.
That's it. Good night.
I've also done an eyeline match of the amarettis on the table in the bakery. And a graphic match of the London Eye to the round tunnel. The narrative is linear and coherent. There's a shot reverse shot of Ellen in the hospital. There aren't many long takes. It's quite a fast-paced film. It picks up momentum towards the end. I've used time lapses. And in terms of sound, there's dialogue. I had to use a microphone on my camera. There is actually one direct address where Mark breaks the fourth wall.
But Sunday's a bit of a nightmare because when you lot are eating Sunday lunch, I have to go to bed.
There's diegetic sound, for example, the trucks rolling past in the market. There's a non-diegetic soundtrack. I'm not sure if I'm completely happy with the song at the moment, but we'll see later on in the editing process. There's isolated audio that comes in over visuals.
Too much of rosemary, 3 boxes of cucumbers, 200 grams sugar snap peas, 250 gram packet of green beans, 2 kilo 30 gram hot potatoes, 1 head of broccoli, 2 kilo Jerusalem.
And then the visuals arrive at the interview and the audio matches. Some shots are sped up or slowed down, for example, the motion over the cars. So I've also used still photographs of fruit and veg in the market, but used the Ken Burns effect to create movement with a cross dissolve in between them. I used a bloom with a red splash of light when the cutaway of the corridor turning on the lights in the corridor. And yeah, I've also used a sound bridge between music and diegetic sound. This is the colour board to show me changing the saturation and shadows of some of the shots to make them pop out more. This is the effect. I used day into night filter to make it look darker than it actually was. The croissants seem to appear into the oven because I cut the movement out of the middle. This is for the split screen. I had to hold the end of the shot so they're all the same length, and then using the transform and crop, make them into 4 squares that pop up and they say their names in order. Here is some of the background noise removal and loudness and hum removal I had to use in some of the market scenes. And this is a program I downloaded to try and work out how to do motion tracking.